What up? It's your girl Peach here. My channel is about natural hair. Products, tips, tutorials, techniques, anything to help you along the way in your natural hair journey. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button down below in order for you to be notified on all my latest videos, and you'll be a part of the Peach Posh crew. Let's get started in today's video. Alright, so as you guys can tell from the title, I'm looking at highlighting my hair. I mean, most of the time when you get highlights, people get highlights in the summertime. But who's to say you can't get it done in the fall? So I wanted to go ahead and use something that I knew was not going to damage my hair. Let's talk a little bit about highlighting your hair. Whenever you highlight your hair or dye your hair, typically they're going to put some type of an agent on it to bleach it, like peroxide, something like that, in order to bleach your hair. Once you bleach your hair, it is more receptive to receiving the color that you put on top of it. So I don't want to go through that because bleaching your hair can be very damaging. So every time I've gotten it done, my hair has broken off. I also want to mention, yes, I was using a relaxer at the time, so that was most likely a double process. But at this stage in my life, I just don't want to do it anymore at this point. Now, I chose the CURLSMITH Copper because I know CURLSMITH, all their products are natural. It's vegan free, it's paraben free, it's vegan cruelty free. I mean, there's so many good products in here, so why not? The other thing is I want to mention that this product has apricot, orange peel, pumpkin, and carrot. Now this product it's smooth to the touch, but I would say that when it comes out, it's not runny, but it's kind of thick. It's kind of thick. So I'll kind of shake it up and see if maybe that makes a difference, but I looked at the texture of it earlier and it's kind of thick. I know since I've used some of their other colors that I know that there's a difference in the colors. Sometimes one may be looser than the other one, and I would say it has something to do with the ingredients that they use to make the actual color. But needless to say, I'm going to go ahead and try this again. And if you guys haven't watched my video and you're curious as to what colors I use, go ahead, I'll insert a clip here for you to take a look at my video, and you'll see what colors that I used previously and how I used them. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, I want to show you guys what I'm using today. It's very minimalistic. I'm going with some hair clips, about 4 of them or so. I have my handy dandy water bottle. And let's go ahead and get started. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to mention you guys first, I have a mirror here, so I might be looking in the mirror because I need to see what I'm doing. I'm looking at this. I want to kind of strategically place these clips. So actually, I think it'll be best if I go ahead and go off camera and do that. I wanted to strategically do the front and like frame my face. So I've left a lot of hair out in the front, not so much in the back. I think I'm just gonna kind of go through, just pick random pieces in the back. But for my front, I definitely wanted to frame my face and have more color in the front. Also, I failed to mention to you guys a couple of things. So with this product, I want to go ahead and just put on a cape. I love my capes anyway, but in general, we're talking about color. I understand that it washes out. I've seen it wash out, but this is a pretty light colored shirt, and I'm not sure if any kind of residue would get on it or if I have to wash it a couple times. So I just figured better safe than sorry. Also, I wanted to mention to you guys what I used in my hair before. This product is a gel. So if your hair is pretty thin, or you don't have a lot of hair, you probably could get away with just using it. I know I can't because I got a lot of hair and it's pretty thick. So I wanted to mention to you guys that what I use. First, I wash my hair with the Kinky Curly Clump Clean. It's kind of a clarifying shampoo. I wanted to give it a good shot. And then I also use the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil. I use the treatment mask from their line. And then I sat underneath the dryer for about 30 minutes and let that go ahead and settle in. I also used the same product line, but I used the leave-in. And then I went in with the Wet Line Extreme Gel. The reason why I use those products is, number one, I like them. Number two, I use them because I know that the leave-in will work well with the Wet Line Extreme Gel. Sometimes some gels, it doesn't play well with others. So I just wanted to make sure that that was going to work out. So that's what I went in with first. And we're going to go ahead and get started now. Now, this is warm water. I wanted to mention that. And I'm just going to spray it a little bit. I'm not going to go ham. Just give it a little bit because I am, you know, putting something on it. I don't want it to be dry when I put it on it. But it doesn't need to be ridiculously wet either. Alright, so let's go in. And if I didn't mention it, you guys, it does smell good. All of their lines smell similar to me. Like, it doesn't smell distinctive saying, oh, that smells like I smell the pumpkin. I don't know. They all smell, after I said that, I think I smelled it. But they all smell similar. Just like a good clean smell. Like you know you're using something good here. But let me go ahead and start. Ooh, kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous. This is kind of a bold look for me. So, excuse me if I'm a little squeamish. Okay. It looks to be going on and looking pretty good. Eee. Like I said, I'm trying to look in that mirror and see what this looks like. I kind of like it. Another thing that you guys may want to consider when you're looking at these kind of products, you might not use this exact color, but if you're going to dye your hair permanently, you might want to know if you like those colors on your head. I mean, they have a few different colors. I know they have the pink, blue, and they have this bronze here, but this copper. But I just feel like even if you were to mix some stuff and kind of get close to what you want, you might want to try that before you go permanent. You know, because once you go permanent, you got a whole nother process of waiting before you try something else. So, so basically all I'm doing is just, like I said, take some random pieces that I think would look good and just applying that gel to those pieces. And I think it helps a lot when I've already styled my hair, because now I'm just kind of making the pieces that's already stuck together, making those be my highlights. So I don't know what I'm thinking about it. It's strategic planning here. Alright, what I'm going to do, because this looks like it's going to take me some time to go through this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fast forward through this part, you guys, because this is just, I know y'all don't want to see me do piece by piece. Okay, so it's an epic fail. Epic. Okay. Now, I don't want to go in on CURLSMITH because it's not their fault. Nobody told me to go and think, oh, I'm going to put a highlight. I just got highlight. I'm going to put it more in the front. Don't try it. Okay? It didn't work out for me. If you want to try it for yourself, okay? But I'm telling you, it's a bit more complicated than that. Now I see why they have the caps where they pull the hair through, or where they have the full and they separate. Because it's a process. So if you're using it for this process, don't do it. If you're thinking about doing it just to put it all over your head, I would say try that. That's what I'm going to try again next, because I don't know. So stay tuned. I'm going to try and see what else I can do to salvage it. So far, I just put this little braid here on the front because it was a hot mess. A hot mess. It was just, I think it's because when you put it on like that, it's not spreading evenly. And so it was just some strands here and some other pieces were big and puffy and I don't know. So I'm going to bed, you guys. I'll see if I can salvage this tomorrow. Okay, so I'm back. This is my final look. I think it turned out pretty well. But let me go ahead and give you guys a 360. Okay, so let's examine this. Now, I will say, I was trying to do highlights, but I went in too much and did a dye, basically. I'm looking at now, if you see the highlights here, you can see like the different strands, and then just pretty much all over in the back. But in the front is where I went wrong. I put it all on the front, like just, I don't know what I was doing. I thought that I was trying to frame my face, but I essentially wasn't going in piece by piece. I was kind of, it was just all meshing together. The other mistake that I made is, remember how I told you I went in with the gel first, and then I went in with the gel styler from the makeup line? Well, here's the thing. If you go in and you start disrupting the curl pattern that you already created from the beginning by spraying water on it, because the product does require some water. So I sprayed water on my hair. I made those parts frizzy. So I just kind of ended up with a big poofy mess, okay? So I redid it. That lets you know the product does rinse out well. I rinsed out the product, I rinsed it out with water. Just because I wanted to make sure my hair wasn't too dry, I did kind of repeat some things. I rinsed it out with water. I used a less harsh shampoo. I used the Jamaican Black Castor Oil line shampoo from Shea Moisture. I used that. I went back in with the deep treatment from Shea Moisture, same line, and I went in with the leave-in. And the reason why I did that is I wanted to make sure that I took all the gel off my hair before I put new gel on my hair, and then go right back in with the makeup line from CURLSMITH. That would have been just too much. So I went ahead and wanted to kind of clean my slate. So that's what I did. But I will say, like I said, put the gel on, right? And then I do my hair layer by layer. If you put the gel on, and while you're on that layer, go ahead and take the makeup line and put it on whatever pieces you want to put it on, and then just go again, put the gel on next layer, and then however little strands you want to do. And it came out, I think it came out pretty good. So what do you guys think? I like to hear what you guys think of my hairstyle, and if you think highlighting it was, you know, a mistake, or do you think that this is a good look or something you want to try out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this video just saying that this is 2020 and a lot is going on in 2020. So just to de-stress, why not try something new? Why not do something different? Because we're not all promised here tomorrow, and we want to make sure we make the best out of every day we do have. I just want to say happy Thanksgiving. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.